Hello everyone, Redcoat here, and I'd like to welcome you to Day 3 of Legends of Mathmatica's Kickstarter run. As you are well aware, I will be, as those of you who are not new to the daily posts are well aware, I will be doing a post in the morning of each day, tracking the amount of backers we've acquired over the course of a day's time, and also giving you a little bit more information about the project and possibly shooting the breeze. It's all dependent on how much content I'm able to scrounge together to go over. So for today, firstly, on numbers, our growth was not nearly as meteoric, and I say meteoric with a little bit of jest, as it was the last time. We did not, in fact, double our numbers. In fact, we barely even increased them by much at all. We just added one backer, which brings us up from the 181 to 1,196, which, I mean, it's still not bad. But in light of this, I am also working on various means of broadcasting more information about the project to others. In particular, I was looking at this particular forum here. It's called the Kickstarter forum, with a lot of information on different things, like, doing fulfillment and talking about past Kickstarters and mishaps that other people have had. A particular thing that I'm looking into right now is two groups. One called Prefundia, which I've already posted. I've already posted a profile for the game on, and we'll see if that does any. We'll see if that actually drives any users to us. Small fee was like 35 bucks, which it might be a scam. I mean, a lot of these things are like, for anyone who's experienced with Kickstarter knows that once you start one of these things, the DMs start rolling in from this person and that person saying, "Oh, I will boost your stuff for X amount of dollars. I just need the money. Gimme." Maybe not necessarily in that voice, but you get the idea. I mean, there was things like, what was it, Crowd Ninja, and then there was Crowdco, and a couple of others. And it's a thing, because on the one hand, it's kind of preying on your desperation for support. And your willingness to take a risk and go forth into the wider world of investment and such. On the other hand, I do think that there are people that are actual good actors in this space. The problem is that finding them is tough. It's like really tough. So that's part of the reason why I'm actually showing this off here. I think it's important that people know that a forum like this exists, and there are people. There is a particular. I don't actually have it here, but there is a particular set of forums that talks specifically about fraud and that sort of thing. So I highly recommend, if you are going to be doing these sorts of things, checking that out. Let's see. Yeah, top one, crowdfunding ninja. But yeah, whole bunch of little things here that I think it's worth for people looking into. Now, definitely, I should note our approach to this Kickstarter. It's not only because it's not just a thing of where we're banking on the money to get through. Like, that's definitely, the money would be lovely. It'd be amazing. It'd be nice. Don't get me wrong. But I view it as more of a proliferation deal. It's another ad space. It's a place where we can show off what we at Vernacular Games are capable of, and also to announce video games. It's a well-traveled platform that you can put your stuff out on. That a lot of people. That there's a kind of a crossover of audiences there. So I think it's important to kind of look at it in both lights of it's not just a funding method, it's also a I was about to say propaganda. No, not propaganda, I mean ish, but it's also an advertising method. That's very important to understand. So, at any rate, I've jawed on about boring stuff long enough. I suppose I should also note, recently, one of the ones I'm looking at right now, a group called Evolve and Adapt, I think it's based out of Singapore or something. Anyways, I'm going to be getting to know these guys. I ran through a forum, and one of the dudes that seems to be well versed in this stuff had mentioned them, but we'll see. We will see. And of course, now that I've unveiled this to you, the audience, it's not necessarily an obligation, but I will make a note. It's like, hey, if you know anything about these guys, or if you know anything about other groups that do signal boosting or what have you, or have had your own experiences, I would encourage you to post your comments below the video on whatever platform you're on. I've been putting this on a whole bunch of different spaces, so we will see. So I'm going to cut it off here because I want to save some content for later. But I will let you guys know. I put out an order for the plushies. I actually have been prototyping both the plushies, the shirts, the CD, and the CD over the last 6 months. So I have the base designs for all of those, and the plushies in particular. The group Promo Bears, which I'll probably do a talk about them in particular, because I actually really liked working with them. But the group called Promo Bears actually went through the process of putting together the plushies for our 3 main characters, and I'm actually in the process of putting together an info diagram for our 4th one in the form of Sigurd, which would be pretty awesome if I could actually get that out before the end of the Kickstarter, but we'll see. So, with any luck, we might actually have a little squishable hero that I can show you guys. But that is future talk. For now, we are in the present. So, if you feel so inclined, please go to the Kickstarter page. It is Legends of Mathmatica, Under the Shadow of Certainty. And just click that button. You know you wanna. But also, within reason. I know we're kind of in we're in an interesting financial time, let's say. So, don't give as you are able, but don't put yourself out for it. I know what it's like to be in a position where it's like you don't have any expendable cash. And I might talk about that a later time, maybe. But I've jawed on long enough. So, without further ado, I will bring us to the sign-off. Play the games you want to play, boyos. This is Redcoat, signing off.